Hi, welcome to the new course that we have here in the in Swift UI. We are going to learn regarding these new books. It is the Head First Swift, and it is regarding and of course this course is just focused in Swift. At the end of this book, we are going to see very quickly how Swift UI works, but the main purpose of these books is just to go deeply regarding how Swift works and how important it is to know all the details and all the features that Swift UI has. It's a great and also a pleasure to me to explain you and be with you during this time, and we are going to going deeply regarding these calls. Yeah, let's start. Yeah, first we're going to see the authors and also the people who make these books possible, and we appreciate so much their effort and also how professional they are. So thank you for them. Congratulations. Yeah, let's see. We at the at we have and also at the beginning of this book we are going to see in the first chapter um, uh, uh, what is the evolution, what was the reason why Swift was create, who create the language, and also what was the the reason, right? It was created. At the second charter, we are going to see the basics operator, also the blocks. Also, we are going to see some structures and names and numbers, and also some spring things, like interpolation and something like that. In the third charter, we're going to see something really solved, working with data structure, working with collections, working with tuples, also with control flow, if switch, and we are going also to see some sample for some loops, using like a for while and repeat while. Followed by the charter 4, we're going to see this charter. It is more focused in function, and from the first to the fourth charter, it's like be normal as all the language that you have been facing so far, but in the five um, in the charter number 5, we're going to see something new in all, and it also is different to all or many language that we have. It is called like a closure. We are going to see in which case we are going to use capture references. We are going to see auto closure, escaping. We are also to see short argument names, and all those things that are super important, like capturing values, and how important it is to do it. In the chapter number 6, we're going to see something that they call like the structures. The structure, it's like a class, but it is structs, and the structs are so important and has their own way, and there's a reason why it exists, and why we need and also recommend to use it. In the chapter number 7, we're going to see class and how important is the class, why is important class, and this topic is super important because we are going to use some example regarding the auto references content, and also we are going to do some example how to use it, and also do relationship like weak, strong, and own it. References cycles that can we faces in the real time and also in the real life. In the chapter number 8, we're going to see something that's called the extension. Extension is super important to use for protocols as well. And we also use extension for class. So in this charter, we're going to use and see why it is so important. Yeah, and finish, and also at the end of this chart in number 9, it is we are going to use optionals. Optionals is super important as well, and we are going to see genetics, and also see another things, and also another way in what is the reason why we need optionals, right? And we finish with the and with there's also more charter, but we are start to use we already finished with Swift, and we are going to start to use Swift UI, right? With Swift UI, we are going to see a very simple sample. We are thinking not to use the how can I say the first um, the exactly example that this book use. I would like to do another like connecting with database or something a little bit more interesting that we can use in normal daily life. And yeah, and and yeah, we are going to to continue and see, and we finish also in the charting 12. Yeah, this is the first part that we have so far, and since we start um, the since we start the books, we are going to start with the first chapter and see the history and everything, right? And here it is some sample in the introductions, and also here the books talk about who is the book for, and the purpose, also the reason why we know things, right? We also have this some images, that give you some idea, and and what is the principle that we have in this book. Was we also have these meta connections, and and it's also explain something that can help us, to learn better, and it's super interesting to know about it. So I recommend so much that book, and yeah, it will be so useful for us. I invite you to buy, you know but it is not the purpose of these books, but we are going to continue with the charter number 1. So